All right, Black Box Radio. We have Benjamin King II. Say hi to the people, bro.
Hello, how you doing, people?
Thank you. Listen, tell people what you do, and we're going to kind of unpack how this virus has affected that. So, what do you actually do, like professionally?
I'm Assistant Director of Scatter Site Housing with Urban Ministry Center in Charlotte, North Carolina. And what I do is I have a team of case managers who I work with. We take people who are homeless, we get them housed, and basically surround them with supports, getting them access to income, getting them access to health care, work with them, just trying to get them straight because it's proven in society that if you surround somebody with supports to try to end homelessness, as opposed to going through the jail system and going through the ER systems, if you put the supports around them, with the housing being the first option, then they will be more stable, and it'll cost it'll cost the city, county, state less money to do it that way.
Okay.
So that's what we do in a nutshell.
So being a little more proactive when it comes to homelessness.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, supportive. So, of course, we're in a virus now, and when it comes to that, it's a very social job that you're doing. I'm sure it's intimate contact, being in case management. So, how's it affected how you guys are able to source and find homeless people and find the services in these very uncertain times?
Now, with the shelter as a whole, we have to practice social distancing with the people at the shelter, and so we call them neighbors. So they have to where we would have space for say 500 people, we've had to cut space in half for the social distancing aspect. And we've got a hotel here that we use, basically called a quarantine hotel, that we've used to house some people at an undisclosed location. But as far as scatter site where I'm working, the clients have their own apartment, and with my case managers, we do a little bit from work from home, a little bit out in the field. They'll do their home visits. They'll make sure the clients have phones, check up on them. We obviously practice social distancing. Make sure their medication is on point. Make sure that they have some food is the major thing behind medication, and just make sure they're okay. A lot of times in this pandemic, they're forced. I mean, a lot of things come up. Everybody's paranoid, staff included, because from up top we're not getting great information as far as presidency. So just trying to make sure they're fine and that they're good to go. But the main thing is we visit them. Like I said, knock at the door, social distancing. We can't go in, can't put them in our cars to take them appointments anymore. Luckily, in Charlotte, the city buses are free now. So if they have an appointment, let them know that. Or they can do a virtual appointment with their doctor. And we should go through the prompts of how to download Zoom or whatever to see the doctors. But make sure definitely they have their medication because dealing with our population, a lot of them have diabetes, the stuff that upper respiratory infections, stuff like heart conditions, stuff that that really affects those to get the COVID disease. So just working with them, trying to make sure they're good to go.
Okay.
Then you go home and do your notes as opposed to going to the office. You just go home and do your notes. So
go home and do your notes.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot of advocacy work.
We're trying to end homelessness.
Yeah, I mean that's something we have to do. So, and especially now the streets are kind of dangerous. So, North Carolina is a tough state. So, did it shelter in place quickly, or do you guys have restraints? Because in Maryland, we are actually we still shut down more or less. It seems like people are out more now. It's like they're like, I can't take it anymore, but I think they're still very cautious. Everybody have a mask. So what's going on in Charlotte?
I mean, the same thing. I mean, luckily we have a good governor of the state, and he's watching, and he's doing it the right way. And I think they're gradually letting up a few restrictions, not as much as South Carolina or Georgia, I think South Carolina is going to open up this weekend full fledged, and they'll probably be the lab rats for the nation. But essential employees, the restaurants still got to support those. They'll do it just the takeouts, and
Mhm.
like I said,
Mhm.
past probably month we just recently started with our staff working from home, and like I said, going in the field, make sure your clients. But we stocked everybody up, make sure everybody was good to go.
Mhm.
I mean, my staff through Zoom every Wednesday and Thursday, and we go over the caseload to make sure everybody's good to go. Um, but that's the main thing, just making sure your clients are good.
Mhm. And
Yeah,
the state per se is sheltering in place.
yeah.
Charlotte is,
The state is
okay,
shelter
so
as right.
do y'all
Still,
have a curfew or anything like that? A
they're going to go
curfew?
through phases as far as when they release the shelter in place. Um,
Mhm.
I want to say the first phase starts in a couple. No. First phase starts May 8th.
Okay.
We'll be going back to the office gradually. May 11th, which is Monday.
Mhm.
So what we'll be doing, I'll probably do with staff, half come in, half stay out.
Mm.
Half the staff will do Monday, Wednesday, Friday AM. Half the other staff will do Tuesday, Thursday PM. Until we figure it out. I mean, because nobody really knows. I mean, we don't have enough gear. We got we're wearing face masks, cloths, face masks. We don't have the N95 mask that we really need, and we don't know if it's airborne. We hear 1 minute it's airborne, we hear 1 minute it's not. But there's so many uh, question marks out here that we really don't know, and so
Absolutely.
everybody's paranoid. Everybody's a little nervous.
Exactly. That's where the messaging comes in, and true
Right,
leadership shows when you
right.
have something like this going on, you need to have true leadership, and when you
Definitely,
yeah, when you have this type of messaging and with something so deadly,
yeah.
then it brings chaos to the chaos. It's like people are just confused and it wears on you. I'm telling you, to the point like you start questioning your own self.
Yeah.
I got a sore throat. I was like, oh Lord,
Right, right, right.
I got
So
COVID.
you start coughing or you
Oh,
sneeze, you're like,
you clear a room, real talk.
yeah. Used to be
So
people say, God bless you. They don't say that no more. They just look at you funny.
yeah, exactly. That's how it is. That's how it's going down now. We changing. It's changed everything. So personally, like, where's your headspace? Like, for like your family, your father, your
Uh, my parents
kids
are
are home. How you feel? You got parents. You know.
they're good. They're older. They're in the, I mean, 79, 80,
Mhm.
respectively. And so, tell them to stay in the house. And with
Mhm.
them, they've been retired a number of years, but they used to the lifestyle. And
Mhm.
luckily, the malls are closed, so mom can't go to the mall. But I know they want to go out and get something to eat and stuff like that. So, but I worry about them because they are older and they do have, um, they being older, compromised immune system, and
Mhm.
and right now, even with anything, you don't want to do anything. You don't want to break a leg because then you got to go
Mm-mm.
to the hospital. You don't.
Absolutely.
I mean, anything to keep you away from the hospital right now, and God forbid you don't want anybody to pass away because even if you pass away with a heart attack now, they got so many bodies right now. They can't even
I'm
have a funeral.
telling.
So you
Yeah.
gotta watch out for your loved ones. Uh, Everybody here, I mean, the kids are in the school. They're working from home. I am. Wife is. So everybody has it's the four corners in here. Everybody has their corner. I'm in the bedroom. She's in the office. The kids are in their room on the computers. So everybody's like in their space between 8:30 and 5:30. So
Yeah.
we'll around. I go to the kitchen at noon, and my daughter will be in there, and it'd be like our cafeteria. And I'm like, you know, what they got in the cafeteria today?
I
Oh,
love it.
sandwiches. Okay, we're gonna make a turkey sandwich. And I said, I gotta go back to work, man, because boss is a ball breaker. So go back to work and just try to make it fun as much as you can.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, just try to make it. Try to do the best out of a bad situation.
Exactly. You gotta be real creative, but it's a blessing to even have family and to be able to take this time and kind of build and look like you guys are working though. Y'all got a show going on, got a cafeteria. I
But
hear
yeah,
you.
but we blessed, man, because we still
all
working.
day. Yeah, and everybody got their device. That's what's up. Well, it's a beautiful
So
thing.
we're blessed on that aspect that we're still grinding. So we can work from home because a lot of people, bartenders, people work in restaurants,
It's,
nail salons, they can't work. Barbers
they
can't
can't
work.
create nothing. Yeah, and I need a barber to work real soon
Right? I need that. I need
because I
my
don't want to scare nobody. Come on
right.
with we need that zzz real quick. But it's not worth my life though. Real not. Real talk. So we can stay like this. Yeah, we need some real answers before I get a real haircut.
We do. And to be honest with you, November can't get here quick enough because we got to get
Oh,
this clown out of office. I mean, I
we
hate to
got
get political, but
we
I
got to
mean,
vote, man.
yeah, because I'm trying to look for what Dr. Fauci's saying, and I guess for whatever reason he's been censored. He can't talk. And that little bricks lady with the little scarves, I don't trust her because she's a pawn. So the only one I trust is Fauci.
I'm telling you, you done assessed it. Now they won't let him talk.
They
I'm telling
won't.
you. How do you be in the midst of something that's killing people and you're suppressing voices that can help the masses? And you're the leader. Who does that?
Well, today there were certain areas. I think Michigan, people went to the courthouse with
The
guns
Capitol with guns. What is wrong
and,
with
and,
these
and
folks?
saying, "Oh, they're just good people who are tired." No, because if those were black people, it'd have been a problem.
All day. When we protest, when Colin Kaepernick was protesting, that's not the place. But now they going to the Capitol with guns.
That was
Crazy.
a form of terrorism. No, you can't do that.
Real talk.
So it's just like I said, November. Um, we got to vote. We got to vote and get these clowns up out of here because they ain't good for nobody. And like you said, in times of struggle, that's when you find out who your leadership is. And right
Yeah.
now, we have no leadership up top.
None. Nope. And it's really, really, it's so laughable and scary.
Right,
It
right.
hurts
You
that
got to keep them
it
crying.
just hurts me that such an intelligent country can be dumbed down by such foolishness.
I agree. I agree.
So, but when you're not the majority, you gotta keep creating. So
Yes,
that's
right.
where we are. We gotta keep being creative. We gotta sustain ourselves, and we know how to survive. So
We do.
it's
We're
all
survivors. We're survivors
we're
by
survivors.
so, so
Yeah, so we're gonna be all right. We definitely gonna be all right.
yeah.
So, are you creating anything in this time? I know you're working, but sometimes this time makes you want to like dibble and dabble in something. Are you coming out with a few books? Got
No,
a new rap going on? What you
I
doing? Got
stayed
some beats?
healthy and just trying to exercise.
Okay,
Um,
new body.
I was doing 2.5 miles. I got bored with that, and nobody wanted to go. And my kids didn't want to go with me, so I got caught tired of begging. So I broke out the bike, and this is probably 20 years old. Don't judge me. So started knock the dust off that and put some air in the tire. Started riding that, and just trying to stay on top of it. Just trying to keep my sanity, listen to music, ride my bike. You know,
Mhm.
just
That's
just
self care 2020. That's
ride
what's up.
because you
Yeah.
can't go where I want to go on vacation. You can't go nowhere. So it's
You got
tough.
you got to sit still and try to make it work.
Yes, man. Paint yourself into a corner and sit there. So yeah,
That's what's happening. That is what's happening. So we at the part of the interview that's the excuse me, LWT, the last will and testament. And that's where we get that jewel, that piece that makes people be like, that's what's up. So, leave the people Ben's jewel, Benjamin King's second jewel.
the jewel, just everybody, just take care of one another. Look out for one another. It doesn't even matter who they are, black, white. We're so divided as a country, as a nation right now. Everybody needs to just look out for one person. Just do one person. And, if you see somebody on the street thirsty, buy them a drink. And say, I like water, Gatorade, something like that. But yeah,
Hmm.
just help out your fellow man. This is not the time to be selfish. Help out, help everybody, help one person. If you do that and pay it forward, I think we're gonna be all right.
Awesome. Awesome. G.
Benjamin, thank you so much for taking some time to sit with us and share your perspective on Black Box Radio, all the way from the Queen City.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you guys.
All right. The king from the Queen City, I guess, right?
All day. All day.
Talking to the Queen, yeah.
If you're listening right now and you've enjoyed this conversation, you can find more of the Rona Report at blackboxradio.com. That's BLAKBOXXRADIO.com. You can also find Black Box Radio on Facebook and Instagram at Black Box Radio. And you can find us on Twitter at Box Black. That's BOXXBLAK. And please, if you're hearing this message right now, we need your help to share the Rona Report and Black Box Radio to the community. The platforms are suppressing the content. So share this with your friends and family so all of these important voices can be heard.
All right. We're in that Rona Report. We had Benjamin King II. Thank you, family.
Thank you, fam. You take care of yourself. Love you.
Yeah, love you too. We love that genius you put down. And
all
listen, stay safe, keep the family safe, do all of that. All right, this is the Rona Report. It's 5120 Black Box Radio. We out. Peace.